So you probably can tell by the title we're going to Kangaroo Island. I went there when I was about 5 or 6, but Jake's never been. So it'd be sort of quite new for both of us, I guess, a bit different going as an adult. We've sort of done a bit of a bucket list for our trip, so hopefully we can tick them off. So we've had some advice from friends and other travellers and people on Instagram and things like that to let us know what the sort of best places are. So we're planning on hitting out those. So we've got KI Spirits, Dudley Wines, Emu Bay, and the Emu Bay General Store, which apparently has a really good whiting burger that we must try. Emu Bay, I think that's the only beach in KI that you can drive on. And Seal Bay, I remember going there as a kid. Obviously there's a lot of seals there, but it's sort of one of those things I think here in KI you can check out. And Remarkable Rocks, the Emu Bay Lavender Farm. Apparently they've got good food there as well, which I'm a bit of a foodie. And the Kangaroo Island Brewery. So Jake's probably most interested in that one. And there's also a wildlife park that we're told is quite good, so we might go there, might not, depending on time. And apparently there's also a few walks that are worth doing, so we don't really have much of a plan. We just have a list of things that have been recommended and we'll just see what we get done. And yeah, so follow along and see what we get up to. We're in a conservation park in Anti-Chamber Bay. In what park did you say?
Lashmar or
Lashmar. Yeah, I don't really know. But it's a beautiful spot. We'll show you a better view in the morning, but right on the river, and the beach is not far that way. So Jake's just setting up fire. When we got off the ferry, we put a few pies in the oven, so that's just our dinner. Pretty easy dinner tonight. But yeah, we're just settling in for a quiet night, and we'll get up early in the morning and probably go for a bit of a walk and have a look at the beach. But we'll show you a bit more of the view in the morning, because I'm sure you'll get a bit more of a better look then. Anyway, good night. So we're sort of trekked down to this little shelter shed. There's a barbecue. And it's right on the river there. A bit of a, which is that?
Yeah, something Anti-Chamber Bay or something like that.
Anti-Chamber Bay's out this way. So there's beach access out there. So I've just cooked up some pancakes for brekkie, having a coffee, just a bit easier than in the campground with this barbecue here. And then we'll probably go for a walk down to the beach. But yeah, so our campsite last night, I'm a bit more clear on where we were. So we're at Lashmar Conservation Park, which is at Antechamber Bay, and it was $17 for our site last night, which I'm not really used to paying for campsites.
Pretty expensive one was here, but
I thought it was quite good though. There was amenities, like a toilet, sink, things like that. So it wasn't too bad. And we're right on the river, like you would have seen in the video. It was quite a good spot. Like, I don't mind paying that.
No, it looked alright.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll head down to the beach and show you what that looks like. So we've gone for this all occasions paddle. It's $14 and it has 2 sparklings, a Riesling, a Sauv Blanc and red. But look at the view. Dudley Wines, what do you reckon?
It's too bad actually, the view was absolutely Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I think that was the best part.
Yeah.
It was the view, like that's prime real estate. We did like a tasting, as you saw, and it was like decent wine. I'm from Clare Valley, so I'm a bit biased on Clare Valley wines. No, it was good, and I had a rosé after. We didn't buy anything, but it was definitely a lovely place to sit and just soak up the view, really. Like, it's pretty spectacular. We saw the ferry, like, going to and from the mainland, and we had a bit of a platter, and yeah, it was really nice. I would recommend it to other people. What do you reckon?
No complaints really. Wine's still rubbish, but
Not a wine drinker. No, he had a Moscato, which I don't really classify as wine. It's wine fruit juice, but no, it was good. So I think our next stop is on our way to Kingscote, but we're going to a couple of beaches on the way there, and I think we're going to stop at the Kangaroo Island honey place, so we can get some honey to take home. So we'll see you there. So white. On a calm day, this would be so amazing. I mean, it still is, but yeah, I reckon it'll be freezing. Don't. What is it? Like cold. Cold. That's nice.
But I'm not going out without a fight.
So we just went to Kangaroo Island living honey, and
straight into it. Cannot suffer.
I've never really had not really the right spoon for that.
No, it's not ideal.
I've never really had the temptation to eat honey out of a jar,
That's nice.
but we tried their range and it was all really, really good. There was like some stronger ones, but I think that was our favourite. What was that one? The spring flora, or
I think it was this spring.
yeah,
2021.
This spring. Yeah, and it was real good. We tried it the other day actually. It was real nice, wasn't it? Having like camembert cheese on a cracker with honey all over it.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was good. So I think that's probably what we'll do with that when we get home. Anyway, we'll dig into this.
Remember when the silence grew so big it pushed a hole straight through the sky? The ground beneath us caved.
So we just went to Emu Ridge Eucalyptus Farm. It was on. And well, it said that there was a distillery and a cellar door there, which we were kind of hanging for a drink. They did have them there, but it was more like just a cafe that sold them. Like it wasn't really like a cellar door or a distillery as such. It was mainly on the eucalyptus, about the eucalyptus. So when we got there, we watched this 5-minute video on how they make their products and a bit of the history.
That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. That was good. We're saying this carriage thing. We'll show you a video of it. And yeah, just had a bit of a spiel about eucalyptus oil really and what it can do. And tell you what, apparently it can do a lot.
It will cure the world of COVID.
He literally said it will stop viruses. Anyway, so we bought a little bit. We thought we better support them. So yeah, we just bought some. They had like local products there as well. So we bought these Kangaroo Island pour-over coffees. I'm sure we'll probably go into that store anyway, but we saw these, so we thought we might try them tomorrow morning and see how they go. But yeah, so now we're on our way to Kingscote, probably check into the hotel and then have a look around the town, I guess. Don't really have any plans for tonight. If we feel like it, we might go down the beach to Emu Bay and have dinner down there, just cook barbie. But I don't know, the weather's it's cold and windy.
Bit average.
Well, look, chances are I'll probably go to the pub or something. Nah, we'll see.
Emily being a whole lot more active than me this morning. Abigail, the sports fanatic. Good job, babe.
So it's Saturday morning. We're just leaving Kingscote to go to Emu Bay. We're going to have a coffee on the beach and some cereal. We've had a bit of a different morning. I think I was a bit more active.
Yeah, Emily's done the park run already and I've done really a whole lot of bugger all, so.
You cheered me on.
Yeah, from the car with the heater.
No, it was good. I like comment if you do the park run, because like when we're keen to, well, I am keen to do like as many park runs around Australia as I can, because I think that'd be pretty cool to sort of have a list of all these park runs that I've done. So yeah, I don't know, I've never really seen anyone do them, but I'm sure there are people out there that do them. Really say what the park run is for people that don't know what the park run is. So it's a timed 5k course, I guess, and they're all over the world. So I think there's one in Clare, which is where I'm from. There's one in Broken Hill, where Jake's from. One in KI, which we did this morning, and they're just everywhere. And because they're at the same time every Saturday morning, it's just really good way to sort of get a 5k run in every week, and you get a time, and they track your times on it, so you can look at if you're faster or slower, or if you care about that. Most people don't really. And they it's just a good little community. Like everyone gets around each other, and they go out for coffee. Most places they have like a cafe that they all go to after if you want to go and catch up with people. And yeah, so I just thought it would be pretty cool to sort of do as many park runs around Australia as we can. So I've ticked Kangaroo Island off. Or I have ticked Kangaroo Island off today. Yeah.
atmosphere though was really good.
It was so calm.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the lavender.
It'll fix everything, just like the honey.
No, that was the eucalyptus oil.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. That's going to fix COVID.
They did say the lavender was going to prevent pain and fix your mood and stuff, but it was very relaxing. So I'd recommend going there if you're in KI. Like, I'd like to go back there before we leave, but I don't know if we will. And then we went to the KI Brewery. Jake caught up with a friend.
Found a friend.
And we had a bit of a tasting paddle, as you would have seen.
I remember the beers were that crash hot.
Oh, but you don't like craft beer.
Yeah.
It's like they're craft beers, so like if you like craft beer, then it's a good place to go, I think. They had 4 beers there, so it wasn't a massive range. We both got a 4-pack of the pale ale.
Not for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we went to KI Spirits. We spent maybe 2 hours there.
Yeah, that was quite nice actually.
Yeah, we did like a gin tasting board, which was good. There was one that they told you to mix with lemonade, 2 was with tonic, and then 2 were straight. Jake liked the ones that were straight, and I like the ones with tonic. I think maybe because I like tonic water and Jake hates tonic water, so that's why he didn't like it. But then we had a couple of cocktails each, and yeah, it was just a beautiful afternoon.
Yeah.
The weather has improved a lot.
Yeah.
Like yesterday and this morning, it was miserable, cold and windy, but now the sun's out and it was beautiful. Another winery. There are so many wineries
Yeah.
here.
People must love their grog on KI.
Yeah. No, it's really good so far. So we're heading to, where are we heading? The camp spot, which is we're going to
that Bay.
yeah. Okay, so we're going to Stokes Bay,
Yeah, that's it.
which is on our way to where we're planning on camping tonight. Where are we? What's it called?
Western River Cove, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
I've been recommended by a few people that it's a half decent campsite, so
Yeah,
check
so
that
we'll
out.
show you when we get there. But yeah, we're heading to Stokes Bay now. Might have something to eat when we get there. We've got fruits and sauce in the bag.
Mother moment at the moment. We've just come along to Western Cove Bay and we realised that a koala was on the road and didn't think too much of it until Emily said, oh, there's a cub on the ground as well.
Joey.
A Joey. And so we pulled over to have a bit of a look and the Joey's actually fine. Mum's dead. So we rang the RSPCA here on the island and they're going to meet us at the campground, and Emily's just playing mother at the moment, trying to keep him warm, safe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's very scared.
Yeah, well, no doubt.
Yeah.
Poor bloke's just been probably hit by an old bus somewhere, so we'll keep you updated.
Anyway, so the Kangaroo rescue came and picked up the koala, and they said that she wasn't old enough to be by herself. Anyway, so they were thankful that we called them up, and they gave us this beautiful $10 voucher for Millie May's Pantry, which is near Penneshaw Bay apparently, and a little tea. So that was lovely. They were really nice, weren't they? Jared from Kangaroo Rescue.
Yeah, no, very nice. It really went out of his way to come out here and get the koala, so it would have been an hour drive for him. So
yeah, well, 2-hour round trip. He said it's an hour from where he is, so yeah, that was lovely. But I miss my little koala.
Bubs.
Yeah. Anyway, he's off to a good home now, I think, or to recover and then maybe go back to the wild, I guess.
Maybe not die, so that'd be good.
Yeah. So hopefully he's all good. Yeah. So our plan tonight was to go to Western River Cape. Western River Cape? Cove, Western River Cove campgrounds. We got there and Jake was like, no
Look,
fires allowed, we're not staying here.
If there's not a fire, we are not staying there.
So we had to drive probably about an hour and a half of going in and out every road to find another camp for tonight. We were allowed a fire. So we're at Harvey's, what's it called?
Harvey. I reckon it's Harvey Campground in
Harvey's Return Campground.
Harvey Return.
Yeah, so we're allowed fires here and everything. So Jake's happy.
Oh, either way, we were going to have a fire somewhere, but
we're actually allowed to now.
We're sort of allowed to here.
We're probably going to cook up something on the barbie.
Have a good fire tonight. It's pretty cold.
Yeah, it's cold when the sun goes down. It was beautiful in the daylight, like today when the sun came out, it was beautiful, but yeah, no, tonight we're going to need a fire.
Yes, big fire.
Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Show you sort of where we've actually been on our travels. So it's probably not been very clear. So yeah, so you get on the ferry there. Heavens. And then the first night we stayed at Antechamber Bay, which is down here. And then we sort of went around the bottom here and up here to Kingscote. Not last night, the night before, on Friday night. And then yesterday we sort of spent a bit of time around this area, going to the distillery and the brewery and lavender farm and things like that. And then we came up to Stokes Bay and went along the coast here, Western River Cove. That's where Jared picked up the koala. And then we came along here and we sort of stayed in around this area, Harvey's Return. So now I've just come up to this lighthouse here, and our plan is to sort of come along, have a bit of a look through here, then go to Admirals Arc, Remarkable Rocks, Seal Bay, which is just in here, and then just take our time back to Penashore Bay. So I'm not sure what we'll do in between there, probably just cruise around, but yeah, that's our sort of plan. So that way we've sort of done pretty much the whole island. We just didn't really venture too much into the centre. We were going to go to the wildlife park, but we just didn't really find the time. We'll see what we do today, but I doubt we'll probably get there. So it might be a job for next time. But yeah, that's a bit of an idea of how we've sort of covered the island. So the Cape Water Lighthouse is so short apparently because it's so high above sea level that it doesn't need to be tall, and also it's square because the tall lighthouses need to be circular for wind resistance, whereas this one, because it's not as tall, it didn't matter if it was circular or not. So yeah. So we're at the most western part of KI and we're going to go down there, but the lookout is just beautiful. It's so protected. So just come up, sit down, have Having some watermelon.
Happy as. Everybody 10k's out of there.
Well, we've been recommended Bivon Bay. We've got to see it.
Yes.
Because the general store's on the main road, so we sort of just got there and forgot about it. We're on our way to Seal Bay, but we'll get there after. So yeah, we'll show you Bivon Bay when we get there, and then Seal Bay, and then we're just cruising home really.
Yeah,
making our way back to the ferry. So yeah, on the way to the Bivon Bay General Store. Like, what are the chances that they've run out of whiting? Like, they're famous for this whiting burger. Surely you cannot run out of whiting. Get there. I'm sorry. We run out of whiting today.
Wouldn't read about it.
But anyway, we had a flake or a shark or something. It was just another white fish, and I guess all fish is white. But it was really, really, really nice too. It was like the same, but just wasn't whiting. It was so good, so would definitely recommend going there for lunch. What do you reckon?
No, it was really nice. A bit expensive, but it's what it is.
Sort of famous for them, so I guess they can charge that. But look, I'm happy to pay for that. smells real good, so definitely hit that up if you're in the area. My goodness.
That looks really good.
Wow. Video. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, we really appreciate it, and we hope you've enjoyed your video.
Thank you. See ya. Oh, you're wrong. I had the click.